And good morning. Welcome to Wayne County Now. Today is Friday, May the 24th, 2024. I'm Dustin Fuller reporting. Reminder, these and other stories available online by visiting on our website, mywaynecountynow.com. And this morning, we are going to actually start on the weather side. It's a little different than what you're normally used to, but we've got some things that we need to talk about on the weather side, as that is one of our top stories. Taking a look at the radar right now, it is currently clear in our area. However, that might not be the same later, as there is a slight risk of severe weather for today in our area. Damaging hail and large winds are the main threats, and isolated tornadoes cannot be ruled out. As you can see, southern Illinois, if you could see the yellow line here, that indicates a slight risk of severe weather, as you can see that on your screen. Zooming into our area right now, if you look on the surrounding area, only Noble Airport 65, it's 64. Fairfield currently at the airport. And by the way, Dew Point also 64 at the airport. No wind currently reported in Fairfield. Down to the south and east, it's 66 in Carmi. Over at Mount Carmel and over at Lawrenceville, 63, 67 in Salem, 66 in Centralia, and 65 in Mount Vernon. Showers, thunderstorms are expected this afternoon. Some of those could be strong to severe, as there is a level 2 risk of severe weather today. If anything does break in any of the counties on this map, pretty much, so Clinton County, Washington, basically surrounding within 2 counties of Wayne County, we will be live on our Facebook and YouTube channels with severe weather coverage for you. Sunday, there's another risk of severe weather. In fact, Storm Prediction Center has us under an enhanced risk of severe weather. All hazards are in play for Sunday. Timing is early afternoon through the nighttime hours, so keep tuned to Wayne County Now. We'll keep you up to date on the latest in severe weather information for our area. Taking a look at other news items, a reminder you can check all the local news anytime by visiting us at our website, mywaynecountynow.com. The first free swim of the summer has been announced. That swim will take place next Friday and Saturday at the Fairfield City Pool, and is being sponsored by Diane and Gordy Toombs. It'll be from 1 until 5 in the afternoon. It's expected the Fairfield Parks District will announce several more free swims in the next several upcoming weeks. Wabash Area Development has showcased the Wayne County Family of the Year for distinction. That family is the family of Rance and Laura Denko. Laura is a former Wabash Area Development employee who made the decision to leave her job to stay home to take care of her children after one of her children was diagnosed with a medical issue. Rance is employed full-time and works any overtime that is offered. Family has made sacrifices to place their family's needs first while finding ways to supplement their income. In order to assist with managing finances, Laura compares store ads and uses coupons, purchase clothing and household items, and consigns them at a local consignment shop. They have terminated contracts with their satellite and cell phone providers and now use prepaid cell phones. They use their tax refund to pay off medical bills, purchase car stickers, make home repairs, and buy clothing for the next season. She made her own baby food and currently makes her own mixes to cut food costs. Family enrolled in Head Start, applies yearly for LIHEAP services and helps to pay for propane and utilities, and also they receive gas assistance for doctor's appointments. Laura says that working with Wadi through Head Start has prepared her for raising children and assistance, or the available assistance that they offer. A reminder, if you are driving in Fairfield, the connector streets in Fairfield will start to see work construction on them starting today. So if you are between Southeast 1st or Southeast 6th and Airport Road, officials are asking you to park in a different area as Road work is scheduled with milling today on those streets. Officials ask that you keep your vehicle clear of the connector streets, plan alternative routes, and consider workers in the area. Contractors are planning to have the road projects complete by the end of the month. Fairfield City Police arrested a Fairfield woman on Thursday. And this is another story we have on our website at mywaynecountynow.com. On Wednesday afternoon, Fairfield police made the arrest, by the way, of 43-year-old Sonny J. Wixom. Wixom was charged with retail theft and was booked into the Wayne County Jail. She's being held without bond. It is currently 6:07. We thank you for watching us on Wayne County Now. We'll take a look at area obituary information coming up in just a few moments, as we actually started a little backwards this morning. We had the weather right before the news. Is pretty important today to be weather aware. Also, if you're out and about, it might be a little foggy out there, so be careful this morning. This is Wayne County Now.
No time to run to the bank? No problem. People's National Bank makes banking easy and convenient with PNB To Go mobile banking. PNB To Go allows you to deposit checks, pay bills, transfer money between accounts, view your statements, turn your debit card off and on, and much more, all on your smartphone. It truly is banking at your fingertips with PNB To Go mobile banking. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
When you need concrete or masonry work, NewGen Concrete is your go-to in Wayne County and the surrounding area. They can help you finish that concrete project with anything from flat work, stairs and stem walls, to decorative stamping and masonry resurfacing. NewGen Concrete, set in stone on Williamson Drive in Fairfield. Call 618-516-5002 or email them at newgenconcretellc@yahoo.com to get on the schedule today. The loss of a loved one can leave you with a lot of unanswered questions, feelings of stress and anxiety, and grief. The experienced funeral directors at Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home in Fairfield can help guide you through all aspects of the funeral process to provide you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. Call them at 618-842-6006. The Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home, 106 Northeast 4th Street in Fairfield, serving the Wayne County area with compassion, dignity, and respect.
Local and area obituaries on Wayne County Now are presented by Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home, 106 Northeast 4th Street in Fairfield, and by Everlasting Florals, 900 West Delaware Street in Fairfield. A reminder, local obituaries can be viewed anytime by visiting mywaynecountynow.com. 67-year-old Teresa Ann Kaiser passed away Wednesday, May 22nd, surrounded by family after a hard-fought battle with cancer. She was born February 16th of 1957 in Wayne County and married Sam Kaiser on December 18th of 1976. Teresa's immediate survivors include her husband Sam, daughter Heidi, and husband Jamie Hodges, son Ryan, and wife Michelle Kaiser. 4 grandchildren, Hayden and Hillary Hodges, Harv and Ryan Kaiser, and also she leaves behind her mother, mother-in-law, brothers, brothers-in-law, sisters-in-law, several nieces and nephews, and many friends who knew her best as Nana. Teresa will be cremated, and a visitation will be held on Tuesday from 4 until 7 at the Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home in Fairfield. A funeral service will be held at 10 a.m. Wednesday, May 29th at the funeral home, followed immediately by lunch and a celebration. In lieu of flowers, families asking that you donate to Cancer Care Specialists of Illinois for their Fairfield clinic. Donations will be accepted at the Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home. 87-year-old Lewis Ray Farmer of Fairfield passed away at 9:55 a.m. on Monday, May 20th at a Perion Care in Fairfield. He had been a cabinet maker, carpenter, and refinished bathtubs. Lewis was born in Wayne County July 23rd of 1936 to Melvin and Mammy Harrison Farmer. He married Glinda Mae Thompson on August 19th of 1955. Lewis is survived by his wife Glinda Farmer of Fairfield, sons Lauren Farmer of Fairfield, and Kevin and wife Deanne Farmer of Melbourne, Florida. Daughters Kathy Farmer of Fairfield and Crystal and husband Eddie McAvoy of Indianapolis. 7 grandchildren, several great-great-grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren, plus nieces Sandra Spradlin and Sue Gregory also survive. Lewis was preceded in death by his parents, brothers Eldon and Richard Farmer, and nephew Roger Farmer. Graveside services will be at 11 a.m. on Friday at Maple Hill Cemetery. Friends and family are asked to go directly to the cemetery. Family has requested casual dress. Memorials may be made to King's Chapel Church and will be accepted at Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Hall. Dolly Jean Thomason, 81, passed away at 1:15 a.m. on Tuesday at Meadowbrook Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation in Grayville. Dolly was born in Detroit, Michigan on June 17th of 1942 to Charles Jerd and Catherine Kate Klobuchar Butler. She was a member of the Northside Baptist Church in Fairfield and had worked for several years at the Fairfield Sewing Factory and later at Airtex, where she retired. Dolly survived by a son, Kent, and wife Lisa Thomason of Fairfield, daughter Robin, and husband Jesse Thornton of Marion, Kentucky. 4 grandchildren, including Shaylee Thomason of St. Louis, Missouri, Carver Thomason of Fairfield, Tara Beck of Fairfield, and Shelby West of Albion. 2 great-grandchildren, Keegan Smith of Fairfield and Vivian West of Albion. 2 sisters, Betty and husband Jim Beeson of Jeff, and Frances Musgrave of Grayville. Dolly was preceded in death by her parents, son Brent Thomason, brother Bobby Butler, half-sister Pat Astemborski, and half-brother Charles Bud Butler. Per Dolly's wishes, she was cremated, and a graveside memorial service will be held at 2 p.m. on Friday, May 31st at Maple Hill Cemetery. Friends and family are asked to go directly to the cemetery. Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home of Fairfield is assisting the family with arrangements. 90-year-old Marjorie Louise Bassett Wood passed away on May 16th at Wabash Senior Living and Rehabilitation in Carmi. She was born to Lyman and Caroline Steffel Bassett in Albion on June 9th of 1933. Marjorie married Edward Ted Wood on April 27th of 1956 and worked for the Edwards County School System and retired from there. Upon retirement, she enjoyed volunteering for many organizations, including the Red Cross for their blood drives and being a pink lady at Fairfield Memorial Hospital. She also enjoyed singing, quilting, and traveling with many local groups. Marjorie was a member of the Fairfield Church of Christ at the time of her death. She is survived by a daughter, Cheryl, and husband Lonnie Dunn of Fairfield, daughter-in-law Lisa Wood of Lincoln, Illinois, grandchildren Micah and wife Regina Dunn, Mary Wood, Julie and husband Chris Asseltine, Allison Wood, Lauren Franklin, and Gracie Wood. Great-grandchildren Austin Dunn, Jacob Weeks, Abigail Franklin, Emily and Corrine Asseltine, Thomas and Michael McCauley, a brother Steve and wife Linda Bassett of Florida, and a sister-in-law Sandra Seitz Bassett of Colorado. Marjorie was preceded in death by her parents, husband Ted, a son Robert Lee Wood, and a great-granddaughter Ava Weeks, as well as a brother Ed Bassett and sister Rob Lee Kent. Funeral services for Marjorie Wood will be held at 11 a.m. tomorrow at the Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home in Fairfield. Interment will follow at Graceland Cemetery in Albion. Visitation will be from 9 a.m. until service time. Jody Davis, the preacher at Fairfield Church of Christ, will be officiating the service. In lieu of flowers, donations may be made to Wabash Senior Living and Rehabilitation Activities or Hospice of Southern Illinois. They'll be accepted at the Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home. 74-year-old Charles Ray Chuck Barnett of Wayne City passed away at 6:27 p.m. on Sunday, May the 12th at his home. He was born October 6th, 1949 in Mount Vernon to Berlin and Juanita Harrison Barnett, and had worked for the village of Wayne City for 18 years. Chuck had previously served on the Wayne City Fire and Ambulance and the Wayne County Board, and he was a member of the Wayne City Baptist Church. He was also a Mason for 47 years. Chuck is survived by daughters Selena and husband Chad Harrell of Crossville, and Chandra and husband Robbie Drew of Blueford, daughter-in-law Amy Barnett of McLeansboro, 5 grandchildren including Austin Barnett, Ashton and husband Austin Dillman, Sarah Harrell, Charlie Barnett, and Rayleigh Barnett, great-grandchild Griffin Dillman, brother Brett Barnett of San Jose, California, and sister Rita and husband John Bodum of Centralia. He was preceded in death by his parents, wife Treva Barnett, and son Alan Barnett. Chuck will be cremated. The family will be hosting a visitation this evening from 5 until 6 at the Archie Sanders Memorial Chapel in Wayne City. A graveside service will follow. Johnson Devon Funeral Home of Fairfield is assisting the family with arrangements. Full obituaries, including survivors, at mywaynecountynow.com. We will take a look at community calendar notes next. This is Wayne County Now. If you're looking for supplies for memorial decorations or a memorial piece, look no further than Everlasting Florals, formerly Leg Manufacturing, at 900 West Delaware in Fairfield. Owners Chad and Melissa Musgrave offer a full line of wholesale and retail floral supplies, silk flowers for every season, and even manufacture a variety of items in-house, from wire and aluminum saddles to cemetery can holders, shepherd's hooks, and flag holders. Everlasting Florals, making the world more colorful, one stem at a time.
Dive into summer with the latest styles at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield. From top to bottom, Carnaby Square has everything you need to embrace the season in style with brands like Charlie B, Multiples, Jess and Jane, Lucky Bird, and Tribal in sizes from small to extra, extra large. Plus, Carnaby Square carries the largest selection of Brighton purses, jewelry, and accessories around. Carnaby Square, the fashion leader in Southern Illinois, located at 115 East Main Street in Fairfield, making you look great since 1980.
Time now to take a look at community calendar notes on Wayne County Now. If you have a community calendar event you want to submit, you can submit it to us one of three ways. news@mywaynecountynow.com is the email. You can submit it through the submission tool at our website, mywaynecountynow.com, or you can slide us a message on Facebook. We check those, and if we have a community calendar out, we put it in the pile here. Memorial Day services are set for Monday in Fairfield and Wayne City. Fairfield's Memorial Day service will take place at 11 a.m. at Maple Hill Cemetery, while Wayne City's service is set for 2 p.m. Our plan is to try to live stream both of those on Wayne County Now's Facebook page. If we are able to do so, we will have them. If not, we will have them recorded and we will post them later in the day. Fairfield City Fire Department in Marshall will be putting together a pork burger and pork chop sandwich sale at the F&B parking lot. That'll be on Saturday, June 1st from 11 a.m. until they are sold out of both pork burgers and pork chops. All the proceeds will go towards the recently purchased Children's Fire Safety House for repairs. The safety house will be brought to area schools to help teach children on what to do if a fire was to ever occur in their home. You're invited to bring your family on the first. Let the kids take a tour through the safety house and get a picture taken with Marshall and the fire truck. We'll take a look at sports next, including a big day for Trent Bliss at State. This is Wayne County Now.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Whatever your project might be, Gibbs Excavating and Land Management, LLC has the right tool and the expertise to get the job done right. The crew at Gibbs Excavating and Land Management can handle any job from stump grinding or forestry mulching, driveway repair, concrete demo and rock work to dirt and auger work, trenching, and even garden tilling. Call 618-516-1462 or email Austin at austingibbs70@yahoo.com to schedule your free estimate today.
Time now for sports on Wayne County Now. I'm Dustin Fuller. Fairfield Community High School boys track had several members competing on an individual basis at the IHSA Boys Track State Finals at Eastern Illinois University in Charleston. Trent Bliss has qualified for state finals for long jump with a jump of 1.85 meters. That was good for 14th in preliminaries. Grant Jeanette finished 31st in the preliminary 1,600-meter dash with a time of 4 minutes, 44 seconds, and 35 hundredths. Trey Mason finished 16th in the 300-meter hurdles with a time of 42.63 seconds. The 4x400-meter relay team of Justin Johnson, Trey Mason, Grant Jeanette, and Holt Gilbert finished 25th with a time of 3 minutes, 37 seconds, and 52 hundredths. Jude Carter and Aiden Dunn participated in pole vault, but neither scored in the event. Trent Bliss will move on to Saturday's finals action, by the way, for the long jump. Taking a look at scores from around Major League Baseball. We'll start off on the Major League Baseball side of things. San Francisco over Pittsburgh 7-6. The New York Yankees over the Seattle Mariners 5-0. It was Philadelphia over Texas 5-2. San Diego over Cincinnati 6-4. Atlanta shuts out the Chicago Cubs 3-0. In 11 innings, it was a 10-9 win for Oakland over Colorado. Detroit gets downed by Toronto 9-1. And the White Sox fall to the Baltimore Orioles 8-6. Taking a look at NBA Finals action, or NBA Eastern Conference Finals action, it was Game 2, where Boston defeats Indiana 126-110. Jaylen Brown leading the Celtics, a big 40-point effort. Tyrese Halliburton for the Pacers left prior to the fourth quarter with a hamstring injury. In the NHL playoffs, last night in action there, it was a 3-2 win for Edmonton over Dallas. It took double overtime for that win for Edmonton. That is now a 1-0 lead for Edmonton in the Western Conference Stanley Cup playoffs. Tonight, it's Game 2 of the Eastern Cup Stanley Conference Finals. Florida visits the New York Rangers. Florida holds a 1-0 lead in that series. That is a 7 o'clock Central Time puck drop this evening. In the WNBA, action from last night saw Connecticut over Minnesota 83-82, Chicago over the New York Liberty 90-81, and Phoenix defeats Washington 83-80. That's been a look at news, weather, sports, community calendars, and obituaries on Wayne County Now. We have History and a Mystery now on Wayne County Now, and then we will take a look at area menus.
Is local history a bit of a mystery? I'm Dave Lamb. Today, a father's hope creates the Veterans Cemetery. Before 1947, Fairfield had no special burial section devoted to the American military. One father, Roy Roundtree, envisioned a special veterans section within Maple Hill Cemetery in 1947. His son Benjamin was killed in the Pacific Theater in World War II, and Roy became painfully aware of the need for a veterans area within the town cemetery. He commented, "We need a memorial plot for our soldiers and sailors who have paid the supreme sacrifice." In June 1947, a new addition was marked off to be part of Maple Hill Cemetery. The land purchased by the city for $17,000 joined the original cemetery's south and east boundaries. The area added an additional 3,000 new burial lots, each holding 4 graves and a dedicated veterans area. The 12,000 plots were intended to cover the community's foreseeable needs. When Roy Roundtree's idea was presented, the Fairfield City Council voted to give the local veterans organizations any amount of ground needed without cost for a veterans cemetery in the new addition. The local veterans organization banded together to create a 400 feet by 200 feet veterans area on the southeast edge of the addition. Mr. Roundtree's son was the first memorial. The veterans groups worked to have the memorial section ready for additional casualties of that cruel war. The rule was that any Wayne County veteran of any war could be buried in the section at no charge for the plot. Ben Eckleberry made the concrete crosses, each with the name of a local soldier killed in World War I and World War II. The first soldier's body was returned for burial in mid-November 1947. 59 were added in the next 15 years. Of those, half had died overseas. Memorials continue to be added as necessary. These days, volunteers from the VFW Auxiliary, under the leadership of Bob Clutter, put out the large flags encircling the Veterans Cemetery. This is done on Memorial Day, Veterans Day, and Flag Day. Cindy Grimes is in charge of putting the small American flags on each individual veteran's grave marker in Maple Hill Cemetery.
All right, time now for a look at the menus for today. We're going to start off with the menus at Fairfield Memorial Hospital. Today at the hospital, your daily specialty breakfast item is going to be a pancake dog for $1. For lunch, your options are cheeseburger or chicken strips, French fries, pea salad, baked potato or vegetable blend, your sides. Potato soup, your soup of the day. Turkey and cheese wrap, your sandwich of the day. And peanut butter bar is your dessert. Dinner this evening at the hospital. It is popcorn shrimp or grilled turkey and Swiss sandwich. Side options are baked potato, or roasted potatoes, make that. Macaroni salad, green beans. Potato soup, your soup of the day. Turkey and cheese wrap, your sandwich of the day. And watermelon is your dessert. At the Senior Center at Fairfield today in the Wayne County Senior Center. Let's take a look at that menu today. A reminder, the Senior Center will be closed on Monday. Your lunch today is fish sandwich, baked beans, coleslaw, and cobbler. Again, fish sandwich, baked beans, coleslaw, and cobbler. If you have a menu, drop it to us, news@mywaynecountynow.com. And we check menus right after we do History and the Mystery on the Morning News Podcast. This evening on the Wayne County Now News Podcast, we will have this week's Wayne County Salute presented by FNB Community Bank. For the latest local news, weather, and sports anytime, visit mywaynecountynow.com. And we will let you know, I'll go ahead and say this right now, if we have severe weather. That is an if. I know we're under a slight risk currently. But if we do have severe weather around news time, we will have severe weather coverage in place until the severe weather passes. Then we will cut a newscast live on Wayne County Now's Facebook and YouTube channels and work on disseminating them out through the other channels as we can. I'm Dustin Fuller saying thanks for joining us this morning on Wayne County Now, and we'll see you later today.